Next, let's make the little panda's nose. The little panda's nose is made by starting with a magic ring. Use white yarn. In the video, the white yarn is overexposed, making the stitches hard to see. We will use gray yarn instead of white yarn. First, hold the yarn on your hand. Next, create a magic ring. Wrap the yarn once around your middle finger. Hold the crossing point of the yarn with your thumb. Take out the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the loop on your middle finger, positioning it in front of the working yarn. Position the hook tip facing the working yarn. Pull the crochet hook to the right. Use the hook to pull the yarn through the loop on your middle finger. This completes the magic ring. Then crochet a chain stitch to secure the magic ring. Next, for the first round, make 6 single crochet into the magic ring. The first single crochet. Attach a stitch marker to the first stitch. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one. Six single crochet are completed. You should see 6 stop V shapes. Tighten the magic ring. The first round is completed. For the second round, work a sequence of 1 single crochet followed by 2 increased stitches. Repeat this sequence twice. After finishing 2 sequences, you will have 10 stitches. Begin the first sequence with 1 single crochet. Move the stitch marker to the left. Attach the stitch marker to the first stitch. Make an increased stitch at the next insertion point. The first increase is completed. Now, the second single crochet increase. One single crochet and the increases make up one sequence. There are 5 top V shapes. The second sequence starts with 1 single crochet. The first increase. The second increase. Round 2 is completed. Count the top V shapes, there are 10. Be sure to confirm your stitch count after completing each round. Round 3 has 10 single crochet with no increases or decreases. Attach the stitch marker to the first stitch. Please complete the rest of round 3 on your own. 10 single crochet are completed. Round 3 is done. Count the top V shapes, there are 10. Remember to confirm your stitch count. Pull the loop on the crochet hook larger, then remove the crochet hook. Leave an 8 to 10 inch yarn tail and cut the yarn. Next, proceed with the invisible finish. Insert the sewing needle under the V-shape of the second stitch. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the needle at the spot of the yarn tail. Pull the yarn tight. Push the sewing needle forward to mimic a V-shape. Invisible finish is completed. Cut off the excess yarn tail in the middle. The nose is finished. We actually use white yarn, and this is how it looks when completed. One little panda needs one nose. A total of 2 noses are required. Next, crochet the little panda's tail. The little panda's tail requires white and orange yarns. Crochet for rounds with white yarn, then change to orange yarn. Because the white yarn appears overexposed in the video, making the stitches hard to see, we use gray yarn instead of white yarn. First, hold the yarn on your hand. Next, make a magic ring. I think you has already mastered how to make the magic ring. Next, we will quickly demonstrate. Wrap the yarn once around your middle finger. Make a magic ring on middle finger. Crochet 1 chain stitch to secure the magic ring. The first round requires 6 single crochet. The first single crochet. Attach a stitch marker to the first stitch. The stitch marker should be placed through the 2 strands of one V-shape. The second one. The third one. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one. 6 single crochet are completed. Tighten the magic ring. The first round is completed. For the second round, make 1 single crochet and 1 increase stitch as one sequence. Repeat the sequence 3 times. After finishing 3 sequences, you will have 9 stitches. The first sequence, 1 single crochet. Place the stitch marker on the first stitch. Be sure to place the stitch marker on the first stitch of every round. Make an increased stitch at the next insertion point. The first sequence is completed. The second sequence starts with one single crochet, one increase stitch, one single crochet for the third sequence, one increase stitch, the second round is completed. Count the top V-shapes. There are 9 stitches. Remember to check your stitch count after completing each round. In the third round, 2 single crochet followed by 1 increase stitch make up one sequence. Repeat this sequence 3 times. 3 sequences will make 12 stitches. The first sequence, 2 single crochet. Attach the stitch marker to the first stitch. The second single crochet. Make an increase stitch at the next insertion point. The first sequence is completed. Count the top V-shapes. There are 4. The single crochet for the second sequence. One increase stitch. The single crochet for the third sequence. One increase stitch. Round 3 is completed. Count 12 top V-shapes. Round 4 has 12 single crochet with no increase or decrease. Finish all even single crochet first. We will change yarn at the stitch 12 for round 5. Attach the stitch marker to the first stitch. Please complete the remaining crocheting on your own. Note that stitch 12 is not crocheted. This is to prepare for the color change. Tuck the middle yarn tail inside the fabric. This will prevent it from interfering with your crocheting. Now we completed 11 stitches for round 4. The stitch on the right side of the stitch marker is not crocheted. We need to prepare for the color change for round 5. Insert the hook into the next insertion point, turn over and pull through. There are now 2 loops on the hook. Half single crochet is completed. Usually the color change is done during finishing the last step of the single crochet. Release the yarn in your hand. Take out the orange yarn. Fold the yarn like this and hang it on the crochet hook. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. A crochet hook holds the orange loop. Pull through the 2 existing loops on the hook. Now only 1 orange loop remains on the hook. This completes the yarn change. Make sure to leave the shorter end yarn tail about 2 to 3 inches long. If it's too short, it can easily slip off. You can see that this gray loop is quite large now. Pull the gray yarn tail to tighten the loop. The yarn is changed. Hold the orange yarn in your hand. Place the short orange yarn tail in the gray yarn at the back of the fabric. Press down with your finger. Hold the orange yarn on your hand. We can continue crocheting now. Please first check that your stitch count is correct. Round 4 is completed. Next, rounds 5 through 11. Each round has 12 single crochet with no increases or decreases. The first single crochet. Notice the loops on the crochet hook. 2 loops, 3 loops, and these 2 yarn tails. These 2 yarn tails are placed on the crochet hook to hide the yarn tails, and this can secure them more firmly. Orange yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the previous 4 loops. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over the hook, pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. The first single crochet is done. You can notice the orange V shape at the top looks quite large. Pull the short orange yarn tail to tighten this V shape. Attach the stitch marker to the first stitch. Be sure to place a stitch marker on the first stitch of every round. This is especially important during the upcoming rounds where we crochet without increasing or decreasing. The second stitch. Keep the yarn tail positioned above the crochet hook. Third stitch. Fourth stitch. Fifth stitch. Here, you can crochet 5 to 6 stitches. You'll see that placing the yarn tails above hook during crocheting keeps the back of the fabric very neat. Pull these 2 yarns again. Tighten the yarns. We won't be using the gray yarn anymore. Cut it. Tuck these 2 yarn tails inside the fabric. Begin normal crocheting from the 6th single crochet. A method for making single crochet stitches is the same. From here on, we won't demonstrate the full process. Please complete rounds 5 through 11 on your own. Rounds 5 through 11 without any increases or decreases are completed. There are a total of 7 rounds. Please double-check that your rounds count is correct. Pull the loop on the crochet hook larger, then remove the crochet hook. Stuff some cotton inside the tail. Add small amounts multiple times. You can use the crochet hook handle to assist. Add stuffing like this on your own. Don't overfill. Just enough to shape the tail. Pull the working yarn to tighten the loop. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Tighten the loop. Hold the yarn in your hand. In round 12, to single crochet followed by 1 decrease make up a sequence. Repeat this sequence 3 times. 3 sequences will make 9 stitches. The first sequence, to single crochet. Attach a stitch marker to the first stitch. One decrease stitch. A decrease combines two adjacent stitches into one. Insert the hook through the next front loop. Then insert hook through the front loop of the adjacent stitch. One decrease is completed. The first sequence is completed. There are 3 top V shapes. The second sequence. 2 single crochet. One decrease stitch. The third sequence. Pay attention to the hook insertion point. To single crochet. One decrease stitch. Three sequences are completed. Count 9 top V shapes. Round 12 is completed. In round 13, 1 single crochet followed by 1 single crocheted decrease make up a sequence. Repeat this sequence 3 times. The first sequence starts with 1 single crochet. Place the stitch marker on the first stitch. One decrease stitch. The second sequence starts with 1 single crochet. One decrease stitch. It's harder to insert the hook when the stitch count is small. You can go a bit slower. Be careful not to mistake the hook insertion point. 1 single crochet for the third sequence. One decrease stitch. Three sequences are completed. Count 6 V shapes at the top. Please pay close attention to the insertion points. Enlarge the loop on the crochet hook. Remove the hook. Leave 8 to 10 inches of yarn tail for sewing. Cut the yarn. The tail is completed. Remove the stitch marker. Please note that the tip of the tail uses white yarn. Please complete the crocheting of the red tail on your own.